Hello Aquarius, hello and welcome into your general tarot card reading for May of 2019. Aquarius, this is a general read, so take out of it what you will, and I'm also reading my cards intuitively. So, without further ado, let's see what we have here. And we have a very interesting card. We have the Chariot, we have the Page of Cups, we have a Five of Wands, we have a King of Swords, we have a Queen of... I'm just looking at those two as an item, I don't know why. We have a Knight of Wands, we have the Devil, we have a Knight of Cups, and we have a Queen of Wands. And over here, this card is kind of... I'm going to leave it until the very end, but this is a suggestion of the best way forward. And this one is a rune, and it's talking about... It's going to be additional commentary to this reading. So... there's a lot of people around you, and there are people who are... Actually, I think you should just move away from whatever kerfuffle is taking place over here. But I think this kerfuffle, when it comes to these people, because, you know, you have a Knight of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, you have a Knight of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Page of Cups. There might be a family setup, there might be to do with your, you know, romantic relationship, there might be to do with friends and family. This is a general read. But overall indication here for you is to understand that nature of life is... Within the nature of life, the conflict is something that we cannot avoid. And conflicts that might be internal or external. And I think the overall message is, sooner you're going to come to the terms with it, the easier it's going to get for you. And I think this Chariot is to tell you all about. So, and it's also tell you that you have everything that it takes in order to succeed, and it's almost you have to gain back your independence. You have to kind of come to the terms of your abilities, what you do, who you are, and in both aspects of positive and negative, and actually to make the best out of it. So come to terms, yes, I have an issue with that, yes, I might be not the greatest with this other thing, but yet I'm capable of doing this on another. So it's almost, what is coming through, it's almost you would have to have that inner conversation with yourself and kind of give yourself far much more credit that you're giving yourself, and actually be very pragmatic and kind of say, okay, that's what my possibilities are, that's what I need to do going forward. I understand that if I'm going to take that route, I'm going to leave certain things behind, but from what I'm gathering, actually you will be quite happy to leave them behind, and that's presumably what is needed. That's what the doctor is about to prescribe for you. Just go for it and go. And I think the Page of Cups is maybe representing either your own emotional hiccups when it comes to the situation, or someone who might be telling you or reflecting back to you something, because, you know, the Chariot is wearing this amazing armor, and armor has this kind of reflective properties, and the Page of Cups is quite often, apart from representing a beginning of something and representing a person, it might be representing somebody with psychic abilities, and those that might be your own. So you might have psychic abilities, but also on other level might be representing somebody who's emotionally either blackmailing us, or we feel bad for that person on emotional level, because or this person is looking up to you. Here, Aquarius, this is a general read, and it's a very busy one, I'll be quite honest, with everything that is taking place here. And especially when we have a Five of Wands over here, and those Five of Wands, they're representing this shoving and pushing, this kind of establishing, is representing this inner conflict, and that's actually telling you that when push comes to shove, you better push. Basically, it's about standing up for yourself, it's about drawing your own boundaries, going for what you want, and not caring too much what other people think. It's not to say you are to be careless in terms of your approach, but for you to stand up for what you believe for and being assertive. This is more about you being assertive. And then you have a King of Swords, and King of Swords is representing some kind of aspect of you that might be not willing to budge, or you might take certain stance, and there might be either lack of flexibility on your behalf or lack of flexibility on behalf of somebody else or a situation. But nevertheless, whatever it might be happening here with the King of Swords and the 5, you see, I'm keep going back to her. Those two, they look like an item to me on very subconscious level, because the way how I speak, it just come up that way. So with the 5 of Wands over here, I think this is also telling you to see things from kind of more strategic point of view, to see them kind of more 360, to have this kind of more 360 overview. And actually your emotions, they're not going to serve you. You would have to be kind of knowing what you're feeling and not denying your own emotions, but actually having very clear goal and drive and strive. This is about your being driven. This is about taking direction. And if certain things are not going to work out here, it's about you moving and you finding a solution to it that's going to work for you. And then we have a Knight of Wands, and we have a Knight of Cups, and we have a Devil. Knight of Wands might be representing some kind of message, some kind of communication. Quite often he's representing you see, he's representing a travel, a movement, something that is happening relatively instant. And then we have a Devil that is holding those two knights together. And I suppose, once again, those knights that are back to each other, that are not complementary to each other, that they don't have like a nice chat or hello, nice to meet you, and so on and so forth. So you might be caught in the middle between rock and a hard place. And once again, it's almost like whatever is going to happen here, you have to turn your back on the situation and say, okay, what serves me? What is the best way forward for me? So it's all about, this is all about, because the Knight of Cups is also relating to emotions over here, but Knight of Cups, it's message, but the message might be, whereas Knight of Wands is talking about very pronounced, strong, punchy message, something that is very forthcoming. Knight of Cups can be kind of more veiled. Knight of Cups might be kind of insinuating, suggesting, alluring, but not stating things how they are, because he's kind of more sometimes like you here this month, the Chariot. You know, he's all geared up in this lovely armor, so it's very protective of emotions, because, you know, Knight of Cups is kind of something or someone that is kind of softer in its nature, and the armor is just to protect from whatever it might be happening. And the Knight of Cups is also, if you're going to compare them to the Knight of Wands, it's small, it's kind of slower in movement. This is kind of almost instant, where this is kind of, well, and you might be just torn by conflicting messages or people behaving differently. And I guess what I'm trying to say over here, the overall message is, turn your back on whatever situation. If this is not truly involving you and you have nothing to do, don't feel obligated or obliged to participate. Just see what you can do and how you can move on from it. And what is the additional commentary here? No, this is not additional commentary. This is what is the best way forward. Ah, I like it. It's a Page of Cups. And you know what is the best way forward is to examine your own emotions and your attachments over here. Basically, this is what is the connection, what is linking you to whatever situation, how your emotional self, how your own emotions sometimes they're holding you back. And this is very much about examining that situation. So as additional commentary, go for it. You see, this is very much those two. It's called Soul or Sorel, depending on which version of foot hug you prefer to use. Nevertheless, this is a success. This is sun. This is sun illuminating. This is a victory. Someone who knows what they want. Hello, they know what they want. He knows what you want, or you know what you want. The Chariot knows, and Aquarius in entirety of reading, I see you as the Chariot. So it's just to proceed with the course. Just go ahead. Basically, the additional commentaries, whatever you're doing, go ahead. So Aquarius, absolutely pleasure to do this reading for you. I loved it. Have a smashing month, and bye for now. If this reading has resonated with you, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to go to my website www.tarotwithmishka.co.uk, or alternatively you can email me at mishka@tarotwithmishka.co.uk. If you would like to find me on Facebook, just simply type in Tarot with Mishka. I would like to say a massive thank you for tuning in, and bye for now.